Most players panic when grenades land during extraction. I didn't. I watched where they landed, stayed calm, predicted I'd survive, and I did. That calm mindset, it's the difference between getting wiped or clutching fights. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I handle panic moments, flashes to full squad rushes, and how I turn them into wins. Alright, before we get into this fight, let me clear one thing up. A lot of you say, if only I had good ping, or a 120 frames per second device, I'd play like you. Listen, I play on a 60 frames per second device. My average ping, 88 to 100. It almost never goes below that. And in this raid, it was 160, because it wasn't even my server. So when I faced this T6 squad, I already knew. Smooth ping or frames wouldn't save me. Instead, I relied on judgment, positioning, experience. Here, rather than panicking, I waited to see who overcommitted first. Watch how I used cover to buy time. That cancels out the delay from my ping. I didn't spam shots. I placed them carefully, because with high ping, every bullet matters. And it worked. Despite 160 ping, we still managed to win this fight. So the point is, don't blame ping. Don't blame device. Those matter, sure, but judgment and skill win fights. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how to survive, even with disadvantages. And hey, if you find this helpful, hit subscribe, share with your squad. Let's help more players stop panicking and start winning. I just killed and looted one guy, but my teammates instantly called out a full squad spotted on the hill near radar. This is where panic usually sets in for most players. Right after looting, my teammates called out a full squad on Radar Hill. Now here's the key. Instead of staying put, I immediately rotated to staging. Why? From staging, I get solid cover. If the enemy pushes into the open, they've got nothing. No cover, while I still do. That means I control the fight, with angles, instead of getting caught exposed. Notice here, the staging area gives me both vision and protection. The terrain is in my favor, not theirs.
मेरा आर्मर डेड है रे कहां से मार रहा दिख नहीं रहा है
I killed one enemy on the hill. My teammate eliminated another, but there was still one more guy, position unknown. Then suddenly, I heard footsteps right next to me. I ignored him, thought he was a bot. But no, he was the last guy. Full T6, 100 rounds, loaded with M995s. Instantly, he started nading me. Now watch carefully what I did here, then I'll explain.
पीछे भागा पीछे भागा और आगे देख थोड़ा वो ना यहाँ है जो ड्रॉप रहता है देख उसके पीछे सोया है ड्रॉप रहता है उसके पीछे सोया पीछे भागा डेड कोई तो मारा उसको
मैं डेड हूं अगर मैं इधर ही है वो एग्जैक्ट उसके सर के है किधर वो है किधर एक बार दोबारा पोजीशन
वो उसके पीछे ही है अभी ड्रॉप के पीछे ही है चल पाया रास्ते पे है ना क्या नहीं फिर भी जिंदा है जिंदा है क्या बीएस का के जिंदा रखा है ब्रो
मेरा भी बीएस खाया साले ने
लाया क्या
At first glance, if this was you, you'd probably think, OMG, my HP is too low. I need to heal. That's where most players panic. But listen, when you take nade damage like this, it's not the time to heal. Why? Because that's exactly what your enemy expects. If you sit and heal, they'll push, or throw another nade right in the same spot, and finish you off. Instead, the smart play is to reposition. Keep moving. Change angles. Be ready for the rush. Healing can wait. Surviving comes first. Now, if you saw me throw a smoke to my right, you might think I panicked. But you're wrong. This was intentional. I created cover on my right side, so I only had to focus on the area above me. Always cut off one angle, if you can. Earlier, I told you not to heal right after taking nade damage. But here's the exception. After the second nade, my HP was so low, even jumping would kill me. That's a real mechanic. For now. It's being removed in Season 10, so in this case, I had no choice but to heal. Notice, I didn't just heal in the open. I healed, then instantly fell back after more nades spawned. That way, he couldn't finish me while I was stuck. This balance between repositioning, utility, and knowing the right time to heal, that's what keeps you alive in panic situations. Like I told you, if you take nade damage and don't heal instantly, the enemy will usually rush. And look, that's exactly what he did. But by then, I was already in a safe spot. I fired back, but with my ping, the bullets didn't connect clean. This is where most players get frustrated and throw the fight. Instead, I didn't force a face-to-face gunfight. Because look at the situation. High ping on my side, and on his side, low ground disadvantage. Fewer numbers. So instead, we fought smart, with nades. Neither of us had the perfect position, so it became a battle of utility and patience. The lesson? When the odds aren't in your favor, don't force it. Use cover, use nades, and wait for the better moment to strike. And if you're wondering whether we extracted after all that, yes, we did. Not only did we survive, but we also managed to take all of our fallen teammates' gear home. This shows that staying calm, using cover and utility, and making smart decisions under pressure lets you maximize loot and survive, even when outnumbered or fighting under high ping. So, at the start of this video, I showed you how we survived the nades at extraction. But let me quickly explain how we ended up in that situation. We fought a full T6 team at the radar, and they were thermal equipped. Our planned extraction was at Barnside, but the whole area was being camped by their players. So instead of running into a trap, we decided to open a hole in the wall and move from inside. We already had the idea that someone might be nearby, so we prepared for a fight before even entering the area.
हमें सीधा भागना पड़ेगा.
As soon as we opened the hole, we ran straight for extraction. But here's the key. I decided to throw smokes near the extraction. Why? Because anyone with a bit of game sense would immediately realize we're trying to extract from inside. The smokes weren't random, they preemptively blocked vision, so if anyone was waiting to ambush, they'd be forced to guess our position. The rest of it played out exactly as planned. The smoke gave us enough cover to reach extraction safely. As expected, the area was actually being. My teammate ran, but I stayed put. Why? Because I was T6, and I know that even if I were T4, nades alone wouldn't kill me quickly unless they were extremely close. So instead of panicking and running, I watched the nade locations carefully, predicting where they might land. This way, I could avoid unnecessary movement and prepare for the push on my own terms. And that's how we managed to survive a full T6 team, high ping disadvantages, and multiple nades, and still extracted, with everything, including our fallen teammates' gear. The key takeaway? Stay calm under pressure. Use cover and utility smartly, and make decisions based on judgment and experience, not panic. Gear, ping, or device limitations are only part of the equation. Your thinking wins the fight. If you found this helpful and want more tactical tips to survive and dominate, make sure to subscribe, share this with your squad, and hit that like button. I've got plenty more breakdowns coming that will take your gameplay to the next level.